So this class is extension to the previous class, that is inheritance. Okay, there are few things which are not covered in the previous class due to lack of time that will be covered in this class. Okay, so we have created a two classes. One is calculator and other one is scientific calculator. And the scientific calculator extends the calculator so that all the properties which are available in the calculator can also be accessed from the scientific calculator. Okay, so this is what we understood. And okay, now if I do scientific calculator, I have created an object for scientific calculator, and the object name is SC, and SC dot, if I say subtract, what is the name we have given here? It's a subtract. Okay, now when I say this one, so Java first try to look whether this subtract is available in this scientific calculator. Okay, by looking into this particular scientific calculator, Java finds that there is no method available named subtract in the scientific calculator. So it will tries to look into calculator. Okay, so and here it is available and this will be invoked. That is fine, well and good. Okay, this we already know it. Okay, so let's do one more thing. So do not worry about the things which I am removing. I will be writing it once again. Okay, now let's do one more thing. Public void add int a comma int b. Okay, now if you can see, public int add int a comma int b is also available in calculator. Okay, there are two methods, public int add with the same name, available in calculator as well as scientific calculator. Okay, so in this case, now if I call add, okay, with the help of scientific calculator object, when I say sc dot add, okay, so which method will be invoked, whether the method in the scientific calculator or the method in the calculator. Okay, as I said, scientific calculator is extends the calculator, so all the methods and variables from the calculator can also be accessed in the scientific calculator. So in this case, what happens, which method will be invoked? Any guess, any idea? Any idea? Yeah, somebody. Yeah, Aruna, can you tell the answer? Aruna or Victoria, Swati? Yeah, just guess it.
From this class only it will be invoked.
Okay, so in this class only it will be invoked. The reason is, so as I said, Java will try to look into this. First it will look into the current object, that is scientific calculator. If it is not available, it will go and look into the other object which is extended, that is calculator. Okay, that's one thing. And second thing is, writing the method. Okay, there is a method already here, and the same method we are overriding it here. Okay, so please note down one point here. Subclass Okay, please note down this one. Subclass creates a same method with same signature. Okay, with the same method and with same signature which is available in the superclass is called method overriding. Okay, please note down this point. Okay, this anyway you will be uh, seeing in my notes, but please note down this point. Subclass creates the same method with same signature which is available in the superclass is called as method overriding. Okay, so same signature is nothing but, so whatever is there here, okay, that is public int add int a comma int b. Here also public int add int a comma int b. Okay, these names can be no, these names can be different, there is no issue. Okay, so what is important is this public and this return type and just a method name and the number of parameters and how the parameters. Okay, so it is intended here also, it should be intended. If it is int and float, so that is not called a method overriding. Okay, so everything should match. So the access modifier, the return type and the method name and the number of parameters and type of parameters, everything should match, then only it is called same signature, and then only it is called a subclass is overriding the superclass method. Okay, that's fine now.
Sudhir,
Yeah.
you're writing two different programs, and we need to write the program in the book, or can we get this program somewhere else in the like?
I recommend it to write it again on your own. Okay, so the reason is that at least you will practice it. Okay.
But actually, the thing is, when practicing, when we are writing, we are
Mm,
missing something, and always we are facing many errors, and I'm not able to solve the errors. So
mm.
first, if I have something,
See,
if I got your
see,
program,
I
then
can
it is.
able to give you. I can refer. I can share it to you. There is nothing wrong in that, and there is nothing, difficult in that. Okay, I have shared many other programs and many other things. Okay, so only thing is, if you can, as it is, write it. You can able to. Okay, anyway, I'll share it. We can take it.
No, actually, initially, if we got used to these all keywords and how to use the methods, calling methods and all, then
Mm,
we can write our own.
mm,
From the beginning, if we are getting errors, it
mm.
is very difficult to solve the
Okay,
errors.
okay.
That's what I
So
faced in the
yeah,
extra class.
so that's the reason why I have not shared this, so that it'll be, while writing the keywords, while writing the methods, while invoking the new methods. Okay, so you'll be very careful, and you will be understanding. Okay, this should be like this only. Okay, and this should be like this only. Okay, otherwise you will get an error. If I share, you'll just import it and you'll immediately run it. Okay, you will not sure what is that. See, if you are getting the errors, okay, so you can go to this errors and see why the error is coming. Okay, so you'll be understanding it. Okay, anyway, I don't have any issue, I'll share it. Okay, so I recommend first write on your own without seeing the program which I shared, and if you are getting the errors, see the errors, try to correct it. Even though you are still getting the errors, then you take my code and see it. Okay, I'll be sharing now from now onwards. Okay.
Yeah, actually, the thing is, when I checked for abstract class, okay, I tried to write one program.
Mm-hmm.
What I have done is I have given the class name as abstract class.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm writing the string string something. It is showing some error. I don't understand why it is showing error.
Can
The
you
entire
see from
class.
here? I mean, why the errors are coming from the problems? You can see it.
Oh, okay, okay. I checked in that here only, like, see
Here also,
here in the
you can check, and there is a into mark here. Here also you can check.
even I checked there, but I couldn't understand. But
Okay.
it's a string is a variable only. Why it is giving the
String
error?
is
I don't
capital.
understand.
String should be capital. It should be defined like this,
Oh, okay,
capital S.
okay,
Okay. So,
okay.
when that's the reason. When you are writing the things, okay, you need to very much careful, as it is have to ditto program you have to write it there. Okay. So capital, small, Java is not a case, not case sensitive. It is a case sensitive program. Okay, everything should be taken care. If it is a capital, again, same thing you have to write it as there also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, no
And
problem. Yeah.
I cannot take abstract class as a name of the class.
Yes, 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 sir. Yeah. Yeah, I told about identifiers to you, to everyone. Identifiers. So, see, keywords cannot be used as a variable names. Remember, if I don't cover it, remember, keywords should not be used as a variable names.
Okay, okay.
Variable
And
names or
class.
method names or class name or whatever, you should not be keep it as a name that you are
Okay,
writing it. Okay,
okay, okay,
fine then. Thanks.
okay.
Okay, yeah. There is one more point you need to note down. This is something important. This is, please carefully observe this. So, what is the difference between this statement and this statement? What is the difference between the first statement and the second statement? Again, anybody can answer it.
First statement, we are creating an object for the same particular class.
Mm-hmm.
And the second statement, we are creating an object for using
Scientific
both the
calculator.
calculator is the other class.
Okay. Okay.
And scientific calculation, we are extended this class from calculator one.
Yes,
So,
yes. Okay. Yeah, you came to the point. Let me put it in a right manner. So I'm creating an object for the scientific calculator, and I'm assigning this object to a parent class or base class, right? Scientific calculator is the child class, and child class object I'm assigning to the parent class. Okay. Let's note down these points. Child object can be assigned to the parent class. Parent object cannot be, the reverse is not possible to the child class. Okay, these things you need to remember. Child object can be assigned to the parent class, and parent object cannot be assigned to the child class. Okay, so this is okay. Parent object can be assigned to parent class. Okay. Reference we can keep it. Okay, it will be more meaningful. Okay, perfect. So this we know. Parent object, a class object can be assigned to the same class reference. That is we know. Okay, there is nothing great or nothing new here. These two are just writing it. You no need to note down. So these are the two important things which you require to note it down. Okay. Now see this one. So what happens if I assign a child class object to a parent class reference? So what's the difference? What happens? What's great here?
So it will take the information from the parent class and it will execute the thing which we have given. Like it will print the addition of 10 and 20.
Okay, 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 that's great. Yeah, somewhat correct. Okay, now you can see this diagram. It's a scientific calculator object, and that object is referred by now C, whose data type is calculator, right? Whose reference type or data type, anything is okay, is calculator. Okay, now this is what we have created. So new scientific calculator which is assigned to the calculator reference, that is C1. Okay, now when I say C1 dot add, which one will be invoked? The method in the subclass or the method in the superclass? Let me print in subclass add. Okay, so that we can understand which one will be called, otherwise we cannot understand. In a superclass add method. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's run this program. Okay, so here you can see, so even though I used a superclass reference and I called the add method, so what is the object pointed here by the C1? So C1 is holding which object? It's a scientific calculator object. Okay, so it's nothing but in a object all the methods and variables will be available. Okay, whose variables and methods will be available? First, scientific calculator variables and methods, and it also extended the things from calculator, but this particular method is overridden. Okay, so as it is holding the object of scientific calculator, the method in the scientific calculator will be invoked. Only remember, even though I'm using the parent class referent, but I'm holding the scientific calculator object. So by this, when I call add method, the method in the scientific calculator will be invoked. The reason is C1 is holding the scientific calculator object. Okay, but let's say I call a method power, C1 dot power. Okay, C1 dot power, and which is not present in the calculator, which is not present in the calculator. Okay, now if I do C1 dot power, what happens? So yesterday you were there in my class, they can understand the last point I said. So will I able to call yes or no, or guess it? So Ati, can you guess it?
Can you page up Sudhir once?
Sure. So I'm calling a power method which is only available in the scientific calculator, not in the calculator. Can I call C1 dot power? C1 is the reference of calculator and which is holding the object of scientific calculator.
Yes, I think yes, you can do that.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks. Okay, when I do C1 dot power, okay, let's see the error. It shows the error. The method power int comma int is undefined for the type calculator. Understand? Okay, so you can able to call all only the methods which are available in the calculator or which are overridden by the scientific calculator. Okay, so you can call, you can see now, you can call add. Okay, add only without parameters in the calculator and add int a comma int b. Okay, and you can also do Subtract. Where is subtract? Subtract and multiplication also. Okay, but not power. You can't say power. Okay.
So Sudhir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So whatever method we have to execute in the scientific calculator, it should must and should present in the calculator.
When you define like this.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is the reference of, I'm using the reference of calculator. Okay, I can only call the methods which are available in the calculator. Okay, or the method which is overridden here. Now you can see the add method is available in the scientific calculator as well as calculator. Okay, so whatever the method which is overridden in the scientific calculator can be invoked. Okay, if I written power there, let's see, if I written power there in the calculator. Okay, now the error will go off. Now you can see. Now you can see I can able to call. Which method will be called now again? Which method will be called? Okay. Now you can see if I run it, it will be called in the scientific calculator in subclass power. Okay. The reason is I'm holding the calculator reference, that's fine, but I'm holding the, so I'm having a calculator reference, but I'm holding the scientific calculator. First it will check is power available in the scientific calculator. It checks it's there and it will invoke it. Okay, so it will also checks another condition. It will also checks that is power also there in the calculator. Okay, so in the both places it is there, then only it will invoke the method from scientific calculator. Okay, so let's note down one more point. In this case can only invoke methods available in the parent class. Methods, I can say property, you can say members. Okay, members is nothing but methods and variables. Okay, in this case only invoke members available in the parent class. Okay, so this is very important. This is what I'm trying to convey in the last class, but unfortunately the class is closed. That's fine, I'm done with the inheritance. Okay, so we'll go to the next class, next section or next chapter.